All right, guys. Sorry about that. Like a shake up over here. Okay, hopefully it will come. I was trying to pop up this and I was showing everything like crazy. Anyway, let me go back here, pop this up so I could see your. There you go. Much better. Much better. Alright, so that's that. And then this one should be in the middle. I'm trying a new setup over here. Okay, I'm not trying to show my whole entire life over here over the entire internet. Crazy. Okay. All right. Again, I don't want too much information sometime, It's okay. Yeah, you have to live in the dark sometime. I know I'm a bit paranoid, you guys. Come on, it is what it is, right? You're online and all that stuff. There's a lot of terrible human being out there, so you just have to be careful. All right. So, sorry about that. I hope you guys jump back in. If not, I'm sure you guys gonna watch later on. But this is a power hour. We've been 10 minutes into power hour. Is it gonna happen, Max Payne or whatever? Just remember, Max Payne is up here somewhere. So if it's gonna happen today, that it's gonna go up to, it's gonna have to happen now. If not, I don't know. Yeah, the price is gonna be fluctuating slowly and just dry volume. There's not much there going on there. Okay, sorry about that. That's crazy, no? Ah, goodness. What can you do? Sometime in life you just feel like, oh my God, a lot to do, a lot to see. Okay, so we have this one right here. So let me recap this real quick because I think it's worth kind of look into. Where was this person over here? Actually, let me double check here. See if I'm okay. At least it's on like that. So I have more real estate over here. All right, I'm back. Good. Okay. So very dry, nothing much here in terms of price action. Trading like a penny stocks, right? Of course, like every person in the whole world is watching this. Not really. I don't know. Maybe I'm not projecting that. All right. So I was doom scrolling. Oh, actually, Moran's is up here too. Cool. Okay, let's see.
Bam! There used to be 4,000 cards for sale. Hell, last night there were 2,800 cards for sale. Somebody bought 1,200 cards yesterday. Someone's on the website buying every damn card. Oh no, sell this stock, they told me. They told me don't buy it. Nobody shops at Gamestop. That's what I was told. And then I got a whole mountain full of games. Hey, do you see Miss Piggy? Yeah, hello. Hey, Gamestop, are we that good? We are. Are we? We are. I'll see you around, millionaires. Peace.
Yeah, so that was kind of cool. Now, of course, I can't verify that, but so my last one that I just deleted, of course, like it's so stupid. There's a lot of shenanigans that happens. But if you were live, then congratulations. Hey, KRC, what's KRC? Look at me, KCR. Welcome. I haven't seen you in a while. But anyway, yeah, power hour. What's happening? Today I have a day off, so I thought I would indulge myself in live streaming the whole day. Right now, I live stream previously in the morning, and have to take a break, watch Moran shows, and then come back now. Right, since he's off, so I'm like, okay, let me come back on. So that's why I'm back. Okay, so let me recap real quick. Of course, back. Okay. So let's verify that real quick. Obviously, we can't verify whether that was true, but I could attest to you that 3 months ago when I did look at that, because again, I checked the website on and off, right? Just curiosity, nothing much here, right? But I did see that it was 4,000 items somewhere. Okay, sometime that time. But again, I cannot verify whether it was 3,000 items that is being. So all I know is that this number here fluctuate from time to time. So let's take a note right now. So let me just write that number right here, just to see whether that number is going to fluctuate. Now, it could also fluctuate up and down too. So by the end of this stream, we'll come back to see if it's going to be changing. But yeah, this is a real-time track, you guys. So, and I'm not, trying to verify Moran's to like gotcha or anything like that. I just, I can't verify whether it's going to be like in the last day or so. So, but anyway, there's a lot of cards. It says right here, coming soon. Like there's always, items coming, roll in and roll out. So the transaction is happening on the PSA graded cards, and and this is where the economy is being created, a marketplace for this type of thing. And GameStop has found its niche, has found it. Hey Asa, what's up? Thank you. I don't know if you see a lot of stuff going on with the second live stream that I was. Again, like I'm being a little bit paranoid here because I don't want to show too much of my personal life up here. Again, it's not important to the information that I'm giving it to you. If you feel like you resonate with the information, then you don't really much care about what I do for a living, right? Like that's my point of view, obviously. And on top of that, my goodness, yeah. My personal life is my personal life. Like nobody should care about that. Okay, so let me see. What else? Very dry. I mean, I don't know if you guys are seeing this. What I'm seeing right now, it's trading like a penny stock. Not much happening. Again, it's almost like there's something. It's like a wet blanket of some sort that is being, placed on whether it's algorithm, whether it's just, trying to give the impression for people that hey, nobody pay attention to this, or it's actual, volume that is actually coming in. The actual way that this company is trading, nobody buying, nobody selling, right? So there's not much there to kind of look at, right? And this is why, again, the same exact price movement that will frustrate the hell out of day traders. This is good for the investor, though. Good for the investor. So pick and choose. Pick your poison. If you want to day trading this stock, good luck, okay? Unless you know when exactly the moment to pounce, which I think Rowan Kitty does have that, ability to kind of know the game, when to pounce and all that stuff. And he's a professional, obviously. So he's going to be able to kind of pounce when time comes. Can I ask, do you buy with the same amount of money every month, or do you use more cash when the price is lower? The same. I'm thinking about, I'm struggling. Wait. I'm thinking about, I want to structure my purchases. Well, again, there's a couple things that you could do, right? I personally just do it whenever I have the money, right? To spare. And so whether that's $100 a month, whether that's, and so I just deposit into my my trading account, because right now I'm just doing it on my trading account. As far as the lump sum that I had, I usually do it based on the amount of money that I have for the long term back for GME. Okay. And so in that one, the minute I got the money to at least like maximizing, to maximize my holding, I just put it in there, right? And it just so happened that I was so lucky to get it at $15, $13, $12, right? And so, but the better way is to consistently to do it every day, every month, every week. It depends on how you want to structure it, right? And so, let's, for example, if you have $200 a month to spare on this stock and you try to do it over time, then just split that in 4, So now instead of going ahead and buy $200 in one go, you could split that in 4. So now it becomes $50 a week. So that way you be sure to get the best average price within that week or within that month. Sorry. Right. Of course, doing it that way just to take the stress out of your daily life, right? You don't want to stress over the price action here. Is it the best way to do it? Well, it's the best way to do it when you have a full-time job, like me. Okay. So, but if you are the type of person who know how to read the chart, the TA, to try to at least time it just right, yes, you might be able to get it at the lowest price possible, but that require a lot more time. Okay. So for me, I am a bit hybrid in that sense. Yes, I have my portion in which I'm just gonna, put in anytime I have money available. I would just buy it then and there. Because 10 years from now, I'm not going to worry about a couple of dollars here and there differences. See what I mean? So that's more a long-term bag. And then for the portion that I have to trade with in and out, of course, I'm going to be more kind of specific in what price should I get into, right? So days like this, I would be like, okay, this is the time, right? Because low volume, if you look at it, look at the volume for this week, actually. So we're about to close right now. 24 million shares being traded in a week. Versus up here, 700 million shares right there a week when, the volume coming in. So there's a period, obviously, there's a cycle in which you would want to structure your buys. Now you could do it the other opposite direction too, to where, okay, anytime there's momentum, you want to buy into that. Like, again, like that's the only way. Like if you are trying to sell at the top of whatever, momentum chaser. But as a long-term investor, I'm telling you, the best way to do it is to either do it every day, every week. So as frequently as possible with the smallest amount of money. So I hope that makes sense, KCR. I know it's a long, drawn-out explanation, but I'm a complex person, you guys, multiple personality disorder over here. No, I don't have the disorder. But I feel like I have to be like at least constantly ing in and out and all that stuff, right? I mean, again, my origin comes from crypto, you guys. Of course, you have to be quick. But anyway, so Yeah. This morning it went up, now it backed down again. So, okay, this is XLM. What am I looking at right now? Of course, Bitcoin just chilling around there. There's a lot of I listen to this gentleman a lot, so he has a lot of good information there, and of course, he has a lot of people who are very knowledgeable on his channel as well. But anyway, so back to retail in general. Okay, so let me try to bring this point up here because it's kind of important. This is why maybe perhaps the rest of the market are feeling this way about GameStop. And it's not to say that GameStop is not valuable. It's just that the whole market is thinking about the retail apocalypse, right? Every retail out there are struggling right now. I mean, look at the mall. Look at the mall right now. You go out and see it for yourself. It's completely dead, okay? Whether people are just like rethinking about the capitalism, end state capitalism, or whatever, right? You cannot spend enough money at the moment for your need, okay? It seems like people are stretched to the max. So let me bring up this video that I just saw earlier. I think Jack Morgan or something, that's his name. It's really, give me the idea of coming back to talk about it. Because, again, if the whole market, or at least in the Wall Street types, right, they usually kind of overgeneralize, their investment, they're least likely to take a look at retail. And even though, GameStop has been doing these great things, it might not translate quite yet to the people that are. It's like, well, retail is bad. Look at it. Look at the, the whole market over here. Nobody is shopping. And again, this is why, the misinformation about this GameStop is being, I guess, listened to by the masses, right? And to me, this is an opportunity because you and I see it a different way, right? Where did it go? Goodness. I'm gonna dock myself again. And then I'm gonna have to come back and do another one. All right. Okay. So this is the one that I was showing on the last live stream that I deleted. Look at this. See? Like, nobody is shopping. Now, it could be two things, right? It could be because people don't have money to shop, don't have money to spend. Inflation is going crazy. Or people are just sick and tired of shopping, like of overconsumption. Okay. I mean, I could speak it for myself here. I don't even want to buy anything right now. Because I have everything I need for the time being. How many clothes do I need? I mean, how many shirts do I need to survive day to day? I don't need 20, pairs of shoes to feel like I'm somebody, right? And so, I only have, let's say, like right now, if I were to look, maybe 5 pairs of shoes. I have work shoes, I have walking shoes, running shoes, and the shoes that I, have around the house. And that's about it. And now I do have a lot of clothes, though. I need to kind of declutter that too. And again, like the whole ideal shift, a cultural shift, is about to happen right now, where we don't really need too much stuff. And then on top of that, why would you want to kind of over leverage yourself to the point where, for what? Like, it's not really fulfilling anyway to have all those things on your shelf. Like, yes, if you have more money to spend than you know what to do with, then of course, buy it, right? Go ahead, support your local business in that sense. But again, if you paycheck to paycheck, but yet you still borrow to buy the good, most expensive thing. I mean, again, if it helps you in some way to feel better about yourself, I guess, sure. But anyway, my whole point is that to say, the whole market perhaps is thinking like that, where, okay, I'm not going to touch any retail store right now or any retail stock right now because there's a apocalyptic, they see video like this and they're going to be like, yeah, GameStop is retail, man. It's not going to be good, right? Now, that's all going to change when we are posting a good earnings, right? I mean, they could miss too, and then the price going to come crashing down too. So just leave you that possibility as well. I'm not saying that, I think as a retail investor, we have been underestimating, the power that be to keep the price down, right? When it was over here, even for me, I was guilty of this too. To say that, 34. Like, they can't. There's no way they're going to drop it. They do. So perhaps there's another day of downtrend. And until we break this trend, we might not be able to get it up until closer to earnings. Perhaps 2 or 3 more weeks before you see anything, any volume picked up. Or, Roaring Kitty would have to pounce, or institution would have to pounce and keep the price up. I don't even know how I'm going to draw this, you guys. Like, I'm not a technical person, so I'm more like long-term. But yeah, I mean, I'm trying. I mean, prediction has its own, pain and suffer, because you have a 50-50 chance of getting it right. So even a broken clock is right twice a day. Okay, all right, KCR, I have to buy in chunk. Okay. Or does my transaction fee go up too much? Oh, wow. Okay, where are you from, if you don't mind me asking? Okay. You probably use a different brokerage here then. Of course, I use, payment to order flow platform. Yes, I still use Robinhood. I get it. The most evil brokerage out there. But they're useful, obviously, again, as a long-term investor, I don't mind a few cents here and there. I understand they could use it against me too, but okay, I want to accumulate 2,000 shares. I have, all right, cool. Oh, wow. I just wonder how much time I have to get to 2,000. Okay. Okay. Price might be way higher. Well, KCR, here, I'm gonna kind of give you this piece of advice. Like, again, don't think of it as an advice. It's more like a suggestion, okay? Of course, you're gonna do whatever you have to do to feel like. So I could sense a sense of like panic over here, right? Oh, I gotta get to this point before this happened, right? Don't feel that way. Here's the thing. You will always have time to invest more. Don't feel a sense of FOMO. Like, let's say you FOMO over here, thinking it's going to go, $100 in March. What if it doesn't happen? Okay. I'm guilty of that, the same sentiment here. It's great that you know the value of this company and you think it's going to go higher in the future, but it might not happen this May. then what? You know? Then you're going to feel like, oh, I put everything I had in 28, right? So now you have to dollar cost average it now. Unless you have more money coming in, then you're going to feel like, oh, I should have waited, right? And so the way to do that is to have a price in mind that you think, okay, no matter what, if it's under a certain price level, I'll just buy. Whenever whenever it's going to get you to 2,000 shares, however long it is, it's okay. You're going to get there in due time, right? Now, if you don't mind seeing your portfolio going down, if the price coming down, then yeah, I mean, go for it, put everything in here, which I've done that before too. Because again, like that portfolio, it's like 30 years, time span. So my whole point in saying that is that, don't feel rushed. Just be consistent. And if you worry about, okay, how long, like a whole chunk, right? You have to buy in a lot amount over here to avoid fee, then yeah, you have a lot of money to shield out. Goodness. Okay, I have the money to buy now, but might drop more before it goes up. Okay. In Europe. I see. It's probably have a different structure then, Thank goodness, we have a payment to for the flow thing, in which, it's like quote unquote commission free. And so that's why it's easier for at least people in the United States to buy small at a time. You get taxed when we buy. Oh, wow. Dang, that sucks. That's crazy, huh? Okay, in which case, then, you might have to do it in chunk and in one go. In which case, as long as you don't mind seeing your portfolio going down from here, yeah, I would not see any problem, But just be careful though, because these type of stock, I know we have the urgent sense of thinking that, oh, it's got to be this quarter. It has to. No, it doesn't have to. They could still be suppressing the price. And so you might have other opportunity, in later time to add more at a lower price. I mean, what if, the whole stock market come crashing down? Have you ever thought about that? You might have the ability to add at $10, right? I mean, anything could happen. Again, the panic. People are panicking. And so it's always good to at least have some dry powder to add more at a lower price. Again, I'm not saying it's going to go to 10, but be prepared for 10 as well. Yeah. But yeah, so the idea is to not rush into this, to not FOMO into this, okay? But again, yes, I have high hopes for this March earnings for sure. I have high hope, very high, okay? Now, the worst case scenario, it's going to drop down to $20 a share. So around this price level over here, right? Why is it worst case scenario? I mean, at that point, you might be able to buy the whole company over here. I mean, 25% more down. If they're able to, successful at fearmonger. Okay, let me see. I hope I explained that correctly. But yeah, I'm trying to tame, expectation for the upside here, you guys, because again, there's so much that is going on in terms of the bond market, in terms of the job markets, and the Federal Reserves, whether they're gonna decide to rug pull us by increasing the rate, because again, inflation is still here, you guys. Hyperinflation is real, and so you still have to worry about those macro, rate cuts and all that stuff really doesn't affect GME in a sense of like the company itself, but it will affect the price action for sure for the short term. That's why you don't invest based on the short term prospect, right? And so if you put everything you've got and make sure that you have emergency fund as well. But if you lock in that fund and then, like, yes, 2,000 shares worth of GameStop and that's all you have, be careful, because you might be forced to sell at a loss if you need that money to survive and all that stuff. So, please, people, be careful. And this is the time in which you need to be careful too, because of what is happening right now. Global recession is here. European, I'm sure you've been in Europe, you know how crazy it is right now, economically. And so just at least have the emergency fund to at least last yourself for a year, right? Just in case things getting bad, so bad that you have to sell at a loss. And you don't want that, because this is going to be, I guess, in my opinion, right? So in my opinion here, it's going to be valuable later. You don't want to be forced to sell it at $2 a share, right? When we know that GME is not worth $2 a share, but because people are panicking, right? People are, again, algorithm, right? They're just like sell. It could happen. And this is why, like, people who have cash gonna be like, $2 a share for GameStop? They just buy it and then it just rocket the other way. Right? But again, it's always a good advice to at least have the emergency fund. Rule of investing is to do it slowly. You will have time to add more to this company. You don't have to do it now, okay? So all in one go. Now, there's no sense of rushing. If you want to get in on crypto the same way, there's no sense of rushing. There's always a time to add more. Market's going to be ups and down until you're, like long-term investing. Much better. Less stressful. Like, don't give yourself that stress. I know it's fun though, like, short-term price bursts here and there. Okay. Thank you for the no rush, you say. It's good advice. I mean, don't take it as an advice. That's what I would do. That's what I would do if I were you. $10, nothing is set in stone. Exactly. Yeah, I think again, like, I'm more tame now, because I used to be the opposite. It's like, you gotta get in now, or you're missing, you're gonna missing out. No. Again, so the logic that I got here, I mean, that's more like crypto based person over here, okay? But the other side of me is that, okay, if I'm in a stock, I need to be here for at least 10 years to really realize what the value of a certain security is. And you have to be consistent. You're not going to happen overnight, overnight success here. I mean, Brian Cohen is really here to give you that at least anchor to be like, okay, I'm here for the long haul, buckle up. then buckle up. It's okay. It's okay if you can't get to 2,000 shares right now. You will get there in due time. Hopefully, by that time, GME would be, multiples time over. And it's going to come back down. And then you're going to have the opportunity to add even more, right? So no rush. It's okay. And of course, my fear is that, okay, will I have enough by that time, right? And that's probably everybody's fear too. But that's also a double-edged sword if the price draw down to $10 a share. You're going to feel like, oh, man, I wish I have more cash to buy at this price. That's the boat that I'm in right now in crypto right now. It's like, I rush into it, and now my cost average is up there. But again, I'm in crypto for the long term prospect of this particular industry. Okay, because you have Trump coming in, very bullish, and somehow the price come crashing down. Oops. For whatever reason, this is not a good thing at all, right? Well, it has the appearance that, why is the price coming down? Again, perhaps people are just like trading this in and out algorithm, right? Market maker knows just how to manipulate the price just right. And of course, because this is global market, people who might not be suspected, thinking that if you don't sell now, you're never going to get your money back. And the people that sold down here missed out on this run right here. Because again, there's short-term thinking, right? So with this type of technology, you guys, you have to really think about accumulating any asset whatsoever. Well, again, in my opinion, right? Digital asset is an asset. Now it's become kind of more and more mainstream now that somehow, you hear a lot about Bitcoin. 10 years ago, nobody talked about Bitcoin. Now everybody talking about Bitcoin. So that could be an indication that perhaps this is the top as well. So just be careful. But there are a lot of people who, I'm bullish still on this space over here. So that's why, okay, worst case scenario, I have to wait another 4 years for it to play out, right? If I were to buy it over here, right? And so, because like if you look at the price, historical price for Bitcoin over here, it always goes up, right? Always goes up. Sorry, goodness, my crazy. I know, no financial advice, just your opinion. Well, thank you. Okay, so with Bitcoin, obviously, you have to think of it as a volatile asset, yes. But again, it's like the best investment vehicle. If you have $10 in Bitcoin back in this day right here, like 10 years ago. Okay, so let's see, not $10. Let's say $200 something. To now 100,000. That's a return of like 400 times your 400 times your original investment. Yeah, you never see anything like this. And again, that's why Bitcoin has been such a hot topic for the whole decades here. But again, it takes 10 years for people to agree to this asset. And it's going to be long drawn out the same way it's happening. And GME right now. I'm telling you, it might take you 10 years before you see anything like this. Okay? It might. It doesn't mean that it's not. Doesn't mean that or another 4 years before people start to realize the magnitude of this company. And again, anyone who tells you they know how high it's going to go, I don't think they even get the price right. You know? I mean, look at the volume, you guys. Like nothing. Zero. Crazy. But yeah, again, the more they suppress, the better for investor. Nothing. Nada. Like death over here. Now, I see a lot of similarity here too, from here to here. I think I've talked about this before. Let's go to 1 hour here. Remember when we were trading over here? Hold on, actually, let me do the 4 hours right here. Right here. When we were at $10 a share, you see this pattern. Now, this is a recency bias, okay? Because it's, you know, thinking that pattern exists. Because human behavior doesn't change. I guess you could tell that. And so, doesn't mean that it's going to follow. Obviously, they could switch the algorithm as well, right? To say, I mean, the challenge for day traders is that you are trading against the computer. You're not actually trading against humans over here. So computer have their analytics, has numbers and all that stuff. So the only way that you could beat the computer is to do what they're not expecting you to do. So how do you do what they're not expecting you to do? Is to add more no matter what, right? So they don't have any algorithm to shake you out. So that's the whole idea here. Of course, I don't know. Again, if that theory is correct, if people are actually buying and holding, you're gonna see that playing out pretty well. Because for every shorted share, you're gonna have to buy it back. Eventually, right? Hopefully the company's earnings going to be the catalyst for that. Again, we could only hope here. So okay, let's see if that's going to play out. Sorry, guys. If you're bored or whatever, make sure to have some music on. Okay. So that... What time is it? Oh, 8 more minutes. Okay, I'm just tinkering with this. Crazy. Crazy. Let's see if there's any shenanigans that is happening down here. All right, it seems like there's a few spikes of buying right here. Crazy. Yeah, right now I have a few more calls. This morning I had a couple more calls. Not much, you guys. I'm only allowing a small amount on my gambling. I'm betting on the March earnings to be good, to be very well. But that could, could also be the death of me. Nah, I'm kidding. Yeah, if I lose everything in my call option, I'll be fine. To me, again, shares. There's no expiration on shares, so they can't take that away from you unless you click sell, right? But contracts, obviously, let's see, what is the... I wish I have... Actually, let me go to this here. Let me poke around at Twitter a little bit here. So they're telling us nobody shops at GameStop, right? This is in Massachusetts. I can't even say that word. This is where Rowan Kitty is. Maybe he's trying to mobilize, mobilize people. The whole Massachusetts over here. That's pretty cool. I don't know. I'm just kidding, you guys. Like, there might not be any connection whatsoever. Forget GameStop. Okay. Okay. People still. Okay. I mean, this would be a great time for Rowan Kitty to tweet, right? I mean, I would speculate that he's gonna put a tweet out in the next 24 hours, after hours. Let's hope that's what he's gonna do. I mean, can you imagine if he posts like a YOLO update? And then people are like, oh, the only reason why this company is moving is because of Rowan Kitty. It's like crazy. Try, man. But see, there's a few spike of buys right now. Got 4 more minutes. Let's see, when are we gonna kind of see something crazy happens. Okay. 24.74. The price is pretty dry. Cause AMC people. My path and beyond. Like, no, people. Okay, let's listen to this guy.
Guys, AMC and Jamie prophecy update.
What?
The date is
There's a prophecy?
Friday, February 7th, 2025.
Okay.
And as you know, I have been, praying and asking my spirit guides and God to send me dreams and visions relating to, investments in AMC and GameStop and stock market,
Okay.
to keep me updated on that, any energy update. Sometimes, though, these dreams can be a little too metaphoric, where it's really difficult to decipher them. I'm getting good at it. I've been trying to decipher my dreams, interpret them for going on 3 years now. So I'd say I'm getting pretty good at it.
Okay. Sorry, I don't mean to laugh at this at all. But there's a prophet on AMC now. What the hell? And GME? Okay, all right. Well, hopefully that comes true for them. Oh my God. Okay, so Trump has been doing some crazy stuff, you guys. Hey, because I can. Welcome back. I'm just watching After Hours. Sorry. Power Hour here, trying to decipher, where the future of this company is. I mean, think about the price action, right? It's very depressing. God, look at it. Look at the shenanigans. Can you imagine trying to day trade this thing? Ah, no wonder these people are so like mad, like at Ryan Cohen. Do something, do something. Well, he's been doing a lot of things. But anyway. Okay. I'm trying to find something, you guys. Like, okay. Nothing much, nothing much. Jirai. But anyway, look at the company trying to, there's a lot of Pokemon's people. I wonder, okay, let me see if I could click on this group of people over here and see. Okay, how long? 8 million follower? Dang. This account makes bangs, I bet. Yeah, I mean, no wonder. It's like Pokemon is the future, you guys. Look at this. Crazy. Crazy. Yeah, it's a niche group for sure. And highly passionate about, what they own and have. So. All right. Looks like we close at $24.71. All right. Okay, that was a good session. Not much. Look, what? So dry, right? Okay, let me look at the daily volume real quick. I know it hasn't completely ended yet. I mean, after hours is about to be traded. But for now, look at it. 2.8 million shares being traded back and forth. Now, when did you see that there's 2.8 million shares being traded? So let me go back to that. $10 a share, right? So let's see, how close are we? Okay, let's see. 2.6 million share before it goes the other way, right? Now, they could drag out another low volume days, right? Like this. And then they're just getting pick up and then pick up again, trying to bore the heck out of people and gather as many premium as possible. And then before you know it, it's gonna be boom. That's what I'm projecting. I think we're on in this loop of doom over here, right? Best opportunity. Again, in my opinion, right? I know. I'm a bit conflicted, obviously, right? I have a little bit of a whiplash effect. But yeah, this is what it does. The price action, it does what it's supposed to be doing to you. Is to make you feel so drawn out. I'm tired of just looking at this stock not doing anything. Well, usually this is the best time to buy, right? And so, yeah, I'm monitoring. Now, if this little, shenanigans still going on, it could still drop to $20 a share. I mean, just one more whipsaw effect to only just, scare more people, board more people, right? And again, nobody's winning over here. Not even the shorts, right? The retail who's trying to short this thing. Unless you're lucky shorting it at this top over here. But guess what you have to do, though? You have to close your position at some point. So if you haven't closed your position yet, what are you waiting for, right? Now, hopefully you're not naked short this thing. Good luck. Try to get that share back. But yeah, so that's the whole idea there. But yeah, we'll see. Maybe another week. Oh my goodness, I hate to say that. But let's enjoy this Pokemon doom scrolling a little bit, huh? Look at how passionate she looks. Look how happy. Like, yeah. I don't realize how many, Pokemon's culture, how popular it actually is. I thought it was just like a small niche. But man, 8 million, follower just on the Pokemon page alone. That's pretty cool. And again, the fact that it's being received so well, that's amazing, you guys. Okay. All right. JP Morgan. Okay, so I think I don't know what I'm gonna talk about. Let's see. I have something though. I feel like I have something. Well, it's gonna be about politics again, so let's just stay away from that. Because I could go on for hours. Too much for the day. I mean, mainly I'm just here for the power hour and to see what's going on here. Again, I'm not a technical analysis person, so you might want to follow somebody else, but it seems like there's a cup and handle over here, right? Just briefly. Before I let you guys go, again, it may not play out that way, okay? So if it plays out that way, then the measured move would be from the rim to the bottom and to the breakout, wherever the breakout is, okay? So $42 a share. That's a measured move. Again, institution, right? This could also be institution selling, right? Because they were buying down here. And so if they buy down here, they got 60%. Of course, any institution would love to have that gain for that particular short period of time, okay? So not, or retail, I mean, retail traders as well. They could also take advantage of that. But as far as like OBV, so let's look at OBV before I let you go. Okay, OBV. Okay, so it's a little less slope than the price itself. What is that indicative of? Well, there's no sell volume that justified that price movement. Exaggeration, to say the least. Not saying that there's no one selling. It's just that a volume that is usually sell volume is very low compared to buy volume. I think that's what I'm getting at here. I post my DD on Silver Lake. Oh, okay, cool, on Discord. I know. Usually I don't, I would much rather you make a video on your stuff, because then if I read other people DD, it's not in my own, like cadence. And so it's tough to, it's like I only talk about some topic that I'm passionate about, because then I'm like, oh, what am I talking about? I need the facts, figures, and the passionate topic. But yeah, I'll take a look at that and see. But I'm waiting for your channel though, because I can. That would be great. No, I don't know if you have that much time, but do it. I'm sure I would love to watch that for sure. All right. I guess I'll let you go. Yeah, nothing much. We're trading 24.71. And I will update the title later, and then we'll see. Okay. I will sign out. I will see you when I see you. Yeah. Let's go with that.